After a week of traveling and then another week of being sick as a dog, I'm finally getting back into the swing of things. So I'm going to really try to get this back to Sundays, where I make a video and probably send it to you either Sunday night or sometime on Monday. So anyway, we just got done finishing the my little series on Before the Crucifixion. Now we're going to talk about a little bit kind of like after the crucifixion, where Jesus is going. Jesus is going to heaven. And I want to tell you a quick little story first before I get into the readings. When I was in about second grade, the teacher, I think it was second grade, the teacher had us in class, in regular school, write about something that we were very interested in. And I remember my opening statement was, I'm interested in dying because I want to see what heaven is like. And that's because I was hearing about going to Sunday school. Even in first and second grade, I was hearing all about Jesus. I was hearing all about heaven, and it excited me. I was like, made me curious. I want to know what it was like. But that opening statement was, I want to know what it's like to die, because I had heard about it. And I guess that threw everybody into a frenzy, because they wanted to know why a second grader was thinking about dying. Now, was I going to kill myself? No, I wasn't going to kill myself. It was just something that interested me. And that has kept me going my whole life. I am very interested in what heaven is like. I'm very excited because I know I'm going there. And I've got work to do on this earth first, and I know where I'm going. And I've read enough in the Bible to excite me even further, because I want to know what it's like. And the Bible tells us a little bit about what it's like. Not a whole lot, but but the Bible will tell us, and especially Jesus himself will get our curiosity going. So here it is. I want to just pull a few verses out that I want to talk to you about what Jesus had said about this. In First John, remember when I read to you back in the summertime, I started with the book of John. And in John chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, he says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made." So the Bible tells us right off the bat that Jesus was with God in heaven. Then prior to the crucifixion, Jesus was having a talk with his disciples, and he says this statement that gets everybody going. Here it is later on in John chapter 13 verses 32 to 33. Jesus says, "My time has come. The glory of God will soon surround me, and God shall receive great praise because of all that happens to me. And God shall give me his own glory, and this so very soon. Dear children, how brief are these moments before I must go away and leave you. Then you will search for me, but you cannot come to me, just as I told the Jewish leaders." So what Jesus is saying is that he knows he's going to the cross. He knows he's going to die, but he also knows that he's going to live again, and he's going to heaven. And he talks about glory. He talks about heaven's glory. He talks about God's glory. And when we pick this up again in the coming weeks, we're going to look at what the glory of heaven is like. So then we have to ask ourselves, well, what's in heaven? All right, we're going to find that out. But here's a little bit of a taste for what we have here. In John chapter 14, Jesus is continuing the discussion with his disciples. And he says to them, "Let not your heart be troubled. You are trusting in God, now trust in me. There are many homes up where my Father lives, and I am going to prepare them for your coming. When everything is ready, then I will come and get you, so that you can always be with me where I am. If this weren't so, I would have told you plainly, and you know where I am going and how to get there." "No, we don't," Thomas said. Thomas was one of his disciples. "We haven't any idea where you are going, so how can we know the way?" Jesus told him, "I am the way, yes, and the truth and the life. No one can get to the Father except by me." So what Jesus is saying here, he's giving us a little bit of a taste, a look at what heaven is like. He's saying there's many mansions, many rooms, many dwelling places. the translations are different, but what he's saying is that he's going to prepare the place so that when he is done, when he is ready, and when we are ready, he's going to come back and get us. So what that says is, to me, is that when we die, Jesus comes to get us. He comes there. So you have that to look forward to. I have that to look forward to. And I can tell you, I can promise you, I cannot wait to see him. And I cannot wait to know what he looks like. Later on, maybe in a week or two, we'll look at what he looks like. Because there's only one place in the Bible that describes him. And it's kind of vague, but it's also piques my curiosity. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to know what these mansions are like. I want to know what Jesus is preparing for me right now. I want to know what he's preparing right now for me. So I guess I'm going to have to wait until he comes to get me. Then I will see. And I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. So then later on in the same book, in the same chapter, John chapter 14, in verses 27 to 28, Jesus says, I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give you isn't fragile like the peace the world gives you. So don't be troubled or afraid. Remember what I told you. I am going away, but I will come back to get you again. If you really love me, you will be very happy for me, for now I can go to the Father who is greater than I. So Jesus is reminding his disciples, listen, I'm going to a place that is beautiful, and I'm going to be glorified, and I am going to be in this place where all this glory, all this beauty is. And because you love me, I am coming back to get you when you are ready. And that means basically when you're ready to die, when it's time for you to go, Jesus will come back and he will take you to that beautiful place. I hope that as you hear this and you watch this video and you hear over the next couple of weeks on how heaven is and what heaven is like, I hope that it excites you enough that you would start to consider, hey, you know what? I want to go there too. And remember what Jesus said, the only way you're going to get there is through him, and that is through accepting what he did on the cross so that you can live with him forever. Have a great week.